What up, fishes? It's your boy Chillfish with my main man right here, Konobandit. And yesterday, the other day, you guys saw us talk about our meta decks. Now we're gonna talk about rogue decks, kind of. I don't know, the unspoken heroes of unspoken heroes of the YouTube community, especially Yu-Gi-Oh. Partially because we all like meta decks, but some people want to play rogue decks. It's on a budget, or it's just different. We don't want to be meta sheep or rogue sheep, whatever you want to call it. These are just decks that we think could be popping up here and there. Look out for them. They have a lot of new support, or ban lists help them increase things.
No, speaking of ban lists, let's
just talk about Mermail real quick.
Yeah, because Mermail
with 3 Dragoons. I was going to do a whole video on 3 Dragoons, but I'm not feeling it's worth a whole video, so I'll talk about it right now. I think with 3 Dragoons, it does open up more consistency. You don't have to run the 3, which is nice. I thought 2 was always good. But now with 3, especially with Moon Glacier getting reprinted, this could be a little more access to that. You could run it more consistently, I think. Get your Moon Glacier out quicker. Just in general, obviously Nightmare has infiltrated the rogue decks. A lot of these rogue decks can definitely abuse Nightmares or use them to their advantage. And with the Second Light going on with the Mermails.
Sec is really good.
I'm definitely going to be playing around with my Mermails a little bit, kind of fixing things up. I'm really doing a rehaul of that whole deck, so look out for that sometime soon. Once I start playing around with that. But that's a one deck that it's always been rogue, and I think it'll always stay rogue until Konami takes the axe to it, which I don't think that ever will.
I don't think so, unless they got a new support card that made them broken.
They're having their new Link that is rumored to come out eventually, so that might help the deck. We don't know. It's like with Patchwork or or another Link monster that we're waiting on, which is one of your favorite decks.
Okay, Burning Abyss. It's like you said, Cherubuni. Whenever that's gonna come out, I don't know how that's gonna change. We've seen Dante over the last 4 years never get touched. Beatrice. Dante has never got touched. Like, Beatrice was hit.
Beatrice is the real Bae, taking it for her man.
Yeah, I know, right? But Dante's as long as Dante's at 3, the deck is alive, and that's just how ridiculous it is.
And I think with Cherubini or you just said Cherubini. I think because it is a Link, it does help keep them on their board presence a little bit more.
It keeps them alive too.
And now they can start spamming multiple Dantes when that card ever drops. Because Master Rule 4, while it didn't kill Burning Abyss, it did slow them down a whole ton because you can't just spam 3 Dante anymore.
Exactly.
And you need to have Burning Abyss monsters on the field in order to do things like that. And there's still Fiendish Fiend Rhino. There's a lot of other good cards.
Lioseca also is really good in it.
There's a new tour guide link.
Oh yeah, we're getting the new tour guide.
We have no idea what that
whatever
is
does
at this moment. But if it's a Fiend and it helps somehow, then hooray.
Maybe if it protects them from card effects, then they're protected from their own effect. And
so
who knows?
We have no idea, but that could help in theory. But Burning Abyss, as we all know, this deck, even with other things hit-ish, it's still going to be really relevant, and it's still it's a good rogue deck.
We also have Mech Knights,
Mech Knight Invoked, and then Mech Knight Engines. This is just kind of, I think people are going to start playing this because we are getting a new Invoked reprints coming out pretty soon. I think it's in the same set as the Cyber Dragon stuff. I'm not entirely sure.
I think it's a part of the Valkyrie set.
Is
that the Cyber Dragon set?
No, that's Cyber Dragon.
Okay,
that's
the Valkyrie
so
set.
The Valkyrie set coming out, we're getting that reprint. That could see a huge spike because Invoked is still pretty good, and I think there's a lot of fun possibilities with it. The Mech Knights are still carrying somewhat of a presence. Again, guys, these are rogue decks, so don't be comment below these decks suck. They're rogue for a reason, so this could be a thing, could not be a thing, but I'm predicting it could make an insurgence.
Oh yeah, you could see people playing this at your locals and actually kicking your butt, and you're oh shoot,
I'll say this time and time again with every video. If you don't know a deck, you could lose to it. Right there alone, you could lose to a... I'll just say, because I'd lost this Dark Magician decks, you don't know how to stop certain cards. So don't sleep on the decks. Always be relevant, or at least be aware of certain other decks in the meta. Another one, Jay did a video on this, and he loves the deck too. ABCs. Again, Nightmares give a big push to ABCs. Keep going with their shenanigans, because as Jay said in his other videos, they can just go to the grave by being linked, which still works out for them. And Dragon Buster is still a 3.
Dragon Bust, still at 3, and Union Hanger.
They
lost Ancient Fairy, so you can't do Jay's spicy lock that he made.
Yeah, you can't do the spicy lock, but you know what? They're
so good.
Still go on for everything and completely, just establish their presence and everything. I just think that they're still going to be floating around. I think every Rogue video I always mention ABC because they'll just kind of pop in and out of the meta like that. And that's kind of what Rogue Deck's all about here.
Yeah,
but what do you
Dinos too.
Oh, Dinos
too. Don't forget about Dinos. Don't sleep on Ultimate Conductor.
Ultimate Conductor, Obi-Raptor,
Miscellaneous Source was hit for a reason.
Yeah, was it for a reason? But eventually, I want that to come back. I just want you keep Denlong. I want Miscellaneous Source. But Dinos can still do that because I think right there with Ultimate Conductor, they do have the most powerful boss monster that we have seen in a long time.
I think it's the most powerful one right now.
You don't need to run an extra deck with pure dragons or dinosaurs if you don't want to. That does add a lot of extra things too. Is that it's cheap, it's affordable, and it can still wreck. So
definitely can. Soul Charge for 5.
Soul Charge. If a deck can use Soul Charge and you can win, then there you go. So guys, these are kind of our sleeper decks, rogue decks coming up. Don't sleep on these decks. If you don't know any of these decks or how they do, then I recommend you look up their combos and look at the basic plays so you don't lose out to these ones. But because of these other new meta decks and everything coming in, these could offer kind of
change things up,
a little bit of competition
crazy. Yeah.
What do you guys think? Let us know down below what picks you have for the summer, or at least for the month of June, because we're not getting a ban list no sooner than August, October, no. But there's no other sets coming out for a while, so that's kind of our thing, guys. Let us know down below what you think, and this is Konobandit and Chillfish signing out.